Okay, everybody, bringing skills from both the education and social world into the workplace can be extremely beneficial. This morning we are speaking with Brooke Bucket and from RE/MAX Rivers Edge and Don Miller from North Point Bank about how their past experiences creates a strong partnership. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for coming in. So Don and Brooke, you're both former educators. You were a principal. You were an assistant, right, down at URI.
Yeah.
So how did how do you think it really benefits your clients, Brooke?
Excellent question. So I would say as a former educator, I place an emphasis on education when working with all of my clients. So my goal is to always make sure that my clients are knowledgeable, empowered, and informed every step of the process, especially because today's market is ever changing. So I think that's very important. Additionally, I would say with having that background in education, I learned the importance of communication. So when I'm working with a client from that initial consultation until closing day, I'm sure to be articulate and clear when I'm working with them because I want to make sure that they feel advised and supported.
Yeah, that's all really good. And I mean, you were a principal.
Yeah.
So you know how to deal with, look, there's a lot of problems that come up when homes are being sold, when homes are being bought.
Yep.
You also have to be a part-time counselor
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
So how do you work with it?
So I think I'll piggyback on what Brooke just said there in that communication piece, right? As a teacher, I learned that clear, consistent communication was key to success, right? And certainly as a principal, because then you have all these other parties that are involved, the parents, the administration, the teachers, and so on. So I bring that right to the borrowers right from the beginning. I like to be clear about the expectations, about the documents needed, the why behind it, explaining things to them, so it makes it an easier process for them. And then once we get under contract, making sure the realtors are informed, making sure the title company is informed. It's this communication, this triangulation of communication amongst all parties so that we can get to the finish line on time.
And there's no surprises when everybody sits down together to sign the papers as well. Now, the other thing, too, is obviously social media has been around, but social media is becoming a vital part of what you do every day. You almost can't do your job the way you do it or be successful at it unless you know how to work and utilize social media.
That is so true. Yeah, so I'm actually quite active on social media, particularly Instagram.
Right.
So I got going on there, sharing buyer and seller tips and tricks, local market updates, highlighting small local businesses as well, and then even sharing a little bit about myself personally. So family, friends, what I'm up to. And it's been such a neat medium because not only do I get to educate, but I'm also connected with a lot of my clients that I've gotten to work with from there. So I'll see that they'll follow me for a few months. They'll kind of get to know maybe about the buying process perhaps, or about the market in general. They'll reach out to me and they kind of already have a baseline of who I am. So, they'll pose a question or they'll say, Brooke, can I sit down and do a buyer consultation with you? So we sit down and it's already a natural fit because they've gotten to know me a bit. So overall, I would say my goal with my social media is to provide valuable content, some community insight, which is really nice, and to be a resource so that if they do have any real estate questions or needs, they already feel comfortable to reach out to me and connect.
Can you imagine doing your job now without social media, or have you just become so used to having it that it's just part of the process?
It's just part of the process. It's so important. It's such a tool for education, I would say, which has been really neat, and also just connecting with clients organically.
Right. Don, even for you, I mean, social media really is key.
Absolutely. I mean, it's free marketing.
Right.
You'd be foolish not to use it, right? So Facebook's the platform I use mostly. It's the one I'm most comfortable with. I do have Instagram as well. But I look at it in three things, right? So you want to share your successes. People want to work with people who are successful, especially in this business. If you're wanting to buy a home, you want to have somebody that's going to help you get to the finish line, get to the close on that home, right? So in this competitive market, if we can be successful and people see that, they want to work with you. Second, I think it's about value add. What can I do? What information can I share that's going to help you be better prepared in this market? So I do market updates weekly. Just yesterday, I did a Facebook Live post about the Rhode Island Housing Down Payment Assistance Grant, which is back again.
Which is a great thing, too.
And then the final thing is family and friends. I share things about my own family, like my kids' successes in sports or academics. It humanizes you. It allows people to connect with you on that level and see me as a person with 4 kids and. I think that's what it is.
We're getting him on TikTok, and he's going to be doing dance videos next.
I love it.
I already did those. My teenage daughter got me doing that.
He's already ahead of it. Folks, thanks so much for coming in. Great to see you. All the best. Now you can learn more about RE/MAX and North Point Bank's partnership over at Roadshow.com.